Alright, let's talk Pinnacle, or as I like to call it, Pinnacle. Politics, and Pinnacle Weapons. As of recently, Pinnacle Weapons, actually no, as of in the past, really, because I'm recording this after Shadowkeep, Pinnacle Weapons, such as Mountaintop and Recluse, were such a problem that they broke the game. They were too powerful. They needed to be nerfed. They needed to be basically put back in line with everything else. And I'm just gonna, take a little trip down memory lane of how we got here. So, the first Pinnacle weapon, Registered Claymore, was pretty good. Honestly, when I got killed by this thing, it didn't affect me too much, just because usually you wouldn't even know if it was really because of the perk Desperado. Actually, no, I'm kidding. You would definitely know if it was because of the perk Desperado, but at least it was fair. It wasn't like extremely broken. Yeah, nothing really much to say about this weapon. It was the first Pinnacle weapon. It was really good. And then get Luna's Howl. This was kind of a problem. So with this, you could it was very hard to play around. You basically just have to like bob your head, bob and weave, and make sure that they don't hit your head. That's pretty much it. Or else this pistol, this hand cannon, would kind of like just not really work all too well. There's some ways to get around it at least. Not gonna talk about this. This is actually my favorite Pinnacle weapon. This is I feel is one of the most balanced. Loaded question, but now with auto reload, all that stuff, this weapon's kind of bad. Unless you have like super reload perks added to your 2.0 armor, which I believe in the artifact there is actually a perk that greatly increases fusion rifle speed, so that might be helpful for this weapon. But since auto reload is gone, it's a bit harder to use this. Breakneck was pretty fun. It came with that prerequisite of you having to get your rampage all the way up in order for the perk to fully be active and for the perk to fully work. So it was pretty balanced. It didn't see too much play in PvP. It's more of a PvE weapon, which fits in with Gambit. Let's see, Mountaintop. Fuck this weapon. This weapon, it's not fun. It's not fun. And I wanna talk about this weapon included with Recluse, because that's the only combo. It's the only combo you ever fucking saw in the game. Mountaintop and Recluse was such a problem that they here let me tell you why. So Mountaintop, you just jump in the air, shoot down, bam, there's a kill, right? And with this weapon, Recluse, you didn't even have to have it in your fucking hand for the perk to work, for the perk to activate Master of Arms. It's like a 5-second perk for Master of Arms, and it also came with Feeding Frenzy. So basically just chaining kills over and over again. Basically, this weapon took almost little to no skill at all. If you were using this weapon, you were practically cheesing the game, in my opinion, because this combo, along with One-Eyed Mask, Titans, and their Striker subclass, it just destroyed in PvP. Anyone who ran that loadout, they're not good at the game. And I feel bad for Titans in a sense, because One-Eyed Mask is the only legendary that really got going for them in PvP. So I understand that you have to use this in order to be effective in PvP, at least for the most part, but you're also a piece of shit for using this. It's just not fun. The game just did not cope well with these two weapons. Even in raids, these two weapons just completely destroyed houses in raids. Roker, that was pretty fun gun. Ammo economy, didn't ever know about that as you get my bullets back. Hush, at least, you know, as the name implies, Archer's Gambit, you take a little bit of a gamble, I guess gamble. I'm gonna roll with Archer's Gamble. With Archer's Gamble, I at least took a little bit of a gamble to get this sort of perk going on. It takes hipfire precision hits, and that was actually pretty fun to use in PvP. Wendigo, I actually didn't really see much of this. 21% Delirium, this is a pretty cool perk. Now with auto reload gone, however, it could see some dip in frequency use. I'm not really too sure about that. And overload seems like good perk with it, so yeah, I'll see in the future. This gun sucks. I thought this would be better. I thought this would work a little better. It does not. It's terrible. It sucks. I can't stand this gun because I wanted it to be good because of Dragonfly, and I wanted like Dragonfly, Firefly, those to come back at least a little bit in like PvP or PvE standards, but it's just not gonna happen. Now, what Destiny has done, or Bungie have done, is that they've added in these ritual weapons. Now, these ritual weapons, they don't have their own special perks. They just come with an assortment of perks you can choose from, which works a lot better. It works so much better for like the game sandbox, as these perks are already in tune with the sandbox, so they don't have to like tweak them. They don't have to like make sure that one gun like Recluse is doing considerably better than another gun. So at least in my opinion, like Rapid Hit and Zen Moment, or Rapid Hit and Kill Clip, these are just amazing perks that go really well with each other. And this gun, I've seen some gameplay of it. It shoots fucking fast as shit. This is like Tlaloc levels of fast as shit. And it hits pretty well. I think it's a 4-shot to the head in PvP, which, if I'm wrong, could be the same as Tlaloc. It's been so long since I played D1 Tlaloc Warlock Res. So, in my opinion, this weapon's good. It's a good replacement. It doesn't, exceed anything like Recluse or Mountaintop did. It's just just above that threshold. It's in a nice sweet spot, in my opinion. Now, for exit strategy, I don't like this weapon. This weapon, people got shafted on this weapon, in my opinion. This weapon's not good. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so edgewise, this gun, now that auto reload is gone for Lunafaction, Rally Barricade, this perk becomes almost essential, in my opinion, at least. Because Demolitionist, if you don't know, whenever you throw your grenade ability, it reloads your weapons from reserves. It's pretty good now that this sandbox has changed dramatically. And with field prep, you can get shit ton more ammo, and this thing is just DPS phase for the fucking maximum. And all these YouTubers that shit on these ritual weapons, saying that they're bad, saying that Pinnacle weapons should be the top tier thing, they talk about that, and then they go into PvP, and then they just shit talk on Mountaintop and Recluse the whole fucking time. It's so annoying how fast they eat their fucking words, because these weapons are a lot more in tune with the sandbox that Bungie is going for, which is not like, okay, here's literally the best weapon in the fucking game. All you have to do is go to like 2,200 whatever fucking glory or valor, I don't even remember anymore, points. So with these weapons, and also you can put mods on them now that we got the mod 2.0 sort of thing going on with these weapons, they'd probably work a little bit better. Like with this weapon, I guess you could always do this anyway, but with this weapon you put boss spec on it. That's pretty good. With Randy's throwing knife, you can put target adjuster on. That could be pretty good. Or even fucking radar booster. Who knows, dude? With these weapons, they're just, at least not this weapon. I don't like that weapon. So with these two weapons though, they're just a lot more versatile in my opinion. There's just, I think what Bungie's now going for with these ritual weapons is that they want options in weapons. They don't want overpowered boosted weapons, because these weapons don't really focus too much on the damages aspect, unless you're going to count Rampage, Feeding Frenzy. That could probably be a PvP thing, honestly, if you get enough ammo, but with how the ammo works now, probably not. But with like Field Prep, Demolitionist, Field Prep, Rampage, these weapons just have a lot more versatility, and they can be used in so many more applications other than Herder, Mountaintop, into Recluse, and I win the fucking game because I have One-Eyed Mask, by the way. So I think this is where Bungie is trying to go in terms of direction of weapons, and honestly, this works really well. In my opinion, it fits in really well with the sandbox at the moment, at least just based on looking at these perks and sort of the playstyle that's being developed now. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.